Hello everybody and welcome back to Melbury Estate. So in the previous episode, which seems like quite a long time ago now, we were doing the sugarbeet carting and we used the Roper Euro Mouse 3 to do that, and I said that there could have been a problem with it because someone else had a problem with it, and then I used it and there wasn't a problem at all. However, we now have got a problem because I've just started the save game up. We haven't lost our machines, they're all still here. However, when you actually go into the machine, everything freezes. So, yes, it's not really worked. So I've got rid of it, and I'm on to plan B now. So we're going to jump into our John Deere 6910. We're going to take the Kuhn power harrow off the back. We'll start the engine first. And we will take the PTO off. And take the implement off. And what we're going to do is head up towards the store, because there is something I would like to go and buy to make our job easier. I think this tractor's big enough for what it is. It should be. But I've never even used the mod before, so I can't really say until we get there. If this isn't big enough, we'll just use the T7 probably. But we'll head up there now and we'll go and get this mod. Have you guessed what it might be yet? It's obviously something to load the sugarbeet with. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the store and we're going to take a look at it in there. I've not even been in the store to see it yet. I would imagine it's in miscellaneous. It is. It's Marhu's bale conveyor, and it's only £7,523, so not too expensive at all. The only issue is, will it fit on this tractor? It doesn't look too big actually, so yeah, that's fine. So small you could probably put it on a compact tractor. So we're just going to attach this onto here, and then the tractor will power it, and we will be able to then load the sugarbeet into the lorry. Now, in the first episode before this, I was talking about the sugarbeet weight in tons, and then a lot of people said it's not tons, it's litres and stuff, and yeah, you are right, it is litres in the game. However, when we were in that Roper Euromouse 3, on the right hand side of the screen it was showing it in tons. Although those tons were very unrealistic, it was saying tons, so that is the reason why I was saying tons. Yeah, if you head back to the other video then you will see that, hopefully. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. We are working in litres. Farming Simulator likes to work in litres, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, and a lot of people were also right about 29 tonnes being the amount of weight you can put in an articulated trailer in the UK. But we will probably keep filling it to the top, otherwise it's going to take a very long time. So we left the Tatra lorry there from last week. There's not really much point taking it back to the yard. We still have many heaps of sugarbeet. All of them are quite full. So this is going to be a fairly big job, which we might actually span over a number of episodes, because we're not really in a hurry anymore, because we don't have the loader, the sugarbeet loader. That was rented. The lorry is also rented, however, we should be able to renew the rent time on that as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. It says band up is J and band down is N, so it shouldn't be too hard. It should just be a case of unfolding it. Okay, I have now worked it out. You press J again and it lifts it up even further. You can also swing it left and right like this. We'll probably actually have it further to the right. And it should just be a case of driving underneath it and it should all work. We'll turn it on, press B, and yeah, we'll just go underneath it and see how it works. We do need to start the engine first. It does help. We have 23 hours left, 25 minutes as well on the rent of this, so that's not a problem at all. And it is working. Yes, so that is actually just as good as the other machine that we had before. And the issue is, we are too far away from the pile. Now that is kind of working, but I think really what it wants is for a loader to actually put it onto the conveyor belt rather than just sitting it next to a pile. Because these piles are very solid and you can't really drive over them. So yeah, I think we are going to go and get something which we can load the conveyor up with. None of these. Oh, that will do. That's perfect. So we'll get this down to the field. Start the engine first. Because it's not like we're going to be going very far with it. It's just literally all we have to do. Scoop it up and drop it into the conveyor belt. No distance at all. Then it should all work perfectly. Because I can't really keep shuffling it about, trying to get it to pick it up off the ground. Okay, we're not too far away now. We've gone past the sell point. This is the final stretch of road before we get to the field. I really want to be able to buy some more fields. The problem with the sugarbeet is, in Farming Simulator, compared to other crops such as canola, it's barely worth anything. So it does make it very hard. It makes it hard to make profit out of it. So really, with the sugarbeet, it's more for fun than it is to actually get the money to expand our farm here. But it's certainly allowing me to look at different mods, because when you're just doing canola, wheat and barley and corn, you're pretty much using the same machinery. But with this you can use conveyor belts and you can use that roper to pick all the sugarbeet up with. So yeah, quite like doing sugarbeet. I want to do potatoes as well. Now the thing about this, I don't know the way which this has been designed to be used, but it certainly seems that you have to do it this way. The only problem with that is the tractor's in the way. I don't know if the tractor is actually powering it. It must be. But having said that, there is no PTO and there's no hydraulic hoses going to it. So maybe if we move it out of the way, it will work without the tractor. I don't know. It's worth an attempt, I suppose. Yeah, it does, it works without it. So really, we don't even need the tractor on there. But you'd have thought in real life you would need a tractor or something to power it at least. I suppose a few people might argue and say you might as well just load it up with the bucket straight into the lorry, but I think in the long run that is probably going to take longer because we have to put the boom up higher. We also have to travel slightly further to and from the heaps, so I think this is making it quicker. I must say, it's taking quite a long time to actually scoop a bucket load. That's the lorry 77% full. It's probably heavy enough, but it isn't actually full. I might just try and reposition that conveyor belt when we get back from this load, just to see if there is any way of doing it without the loader. Need to explore all the possibilities. One more bucket load and we should be done. There we go. So we'll just drop this here and we will take the lorry to the sell point again. We also have all those bales as well still in that field. That field does actually need to be cultivated, but I've done a lot of cultivating recently on other videos, so I don't really want to do that just yet. The only thing about this map is, because they've got much bigger fields, we can use bigger cultivators, so the job won't take as long. Now there is one thing I want to try here, and that is going around the opposite way to how I usually do it. Going what looks to be the tighter way, but I think in the end might be the better way. Because you've got more swing here. Much bigger space to turn. Now also, with the selling the sugar beet, because we're selling so much of it, the price is probably decreasing as we do it, so we're actually making less and less each time that we sell some. That did work though. Right, so we will try and reposition it. I think to begin with, we'll just park that out of the way. We'll move the JCB out of the way. And we'll have it attached to the John Deere. Take it off there, and we might be able to do it that way. We'll just have to see. Well, it's definitely in the pile, however, wastage. Well, that appears to have worked incredibly well. Even perfectly, you might say. Now it's moved too far away from the pile, so I don't know. It kind of does work really well, but other ways it doesn't. So I think in the end we're just going to have to keep using the loader. Now it does make it harder when I haven't used a mod already before a video, because this is literally the first time I've used it, so I haven't got any experience with it. If anyone has used this conveyor mod before and you know the exact way of using it, please do let me know, because I want to do this properly. We've still got many more heaps to do, got all the other side of the field over there, so if I'm not doing it right now, I want to do some of the videos where I am doing it right. That's interesting. It seems to have stopped. There. It is full. And luckily it does automatically stop when the truck is full. So we will take the next load. That's another 59,000 litres. No! Don't start again. That was weird. Which should bring us about £8,000 probably from a whole trailer load, which doesn't actually sound that bad. It's just when you compare it to what it could be if it was canola, that's when it sounds bad. It seems easier to drive from up here just because it's an above view. You can see what's coming around the corner. Let's see how much we do get from this. I said 8,000. Better or worse? Wow, much better. 15,280. Yeah, that's much better than I was expecting. So we're actually starting to very slowly creep back into better money. And we are going to continue with those sugar beet heaps. We'll probably give it a slight break for now because there's no rush to sell them. They're still in the field, they're not going anywhere. So we'll probably move on to another job in the next episode, but please do give me some feedback on that conveyor belt. Am I using it right? Am I a total fool? I'm completely using it wrong? I would love to know. Because then in the future I can do it the proper way if I'm doing it wrong now. There could be a knack to it. I tried to find some instructions on how to use it and I couldn't really find any, so I'm struggling. I could be doing it right though, and if I am, it's fine because it does work. It's just I'm wondering if there's a way of having it in the heap without having a tractor on it. But then, what's powering it? That's the question. But what we'll do is we'll just drop this back in the field, and yeah, until next time, we will just leave everything here, I think. We better position all these in a better place. Put the JCB there. And the John Deere isn't actually in a bad place anyway, but we'll just put it so no one can attach to our conveyor belt and steal it. We'll put it onto the tractor. Engine off. Engine off for that as well. And we're done for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. Something a little bit different with the conveyor belt. It's a good mod. It's just I can't use it properly because I'm not very good with mods. So yeah, please do let me know about it, any feedback for it, and I look forward to hearing from you. So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.